Yo, what's up, my YouTube and Instagram family? It's your boy Berto checking in with another conspiracy video, guys. So I'm going to be talking about New World Order and the one world government and what happens when this takes place. So as of right now, there is fight for global leadership of the world. And this fight right now, the United States has been the global leadership of the world for a very long time. Most powerful country, most influential country, one of the best economies, just all around been the best, and therefore has made the United States the global leader of the world. So the president of the United States is ultimately the most powerful person in the world. But you got Russia and China who want to be the most powerful, who want to be the global leaders also, and want to be the most powerful country. And if China ever becomes the global leader of the world and we go into the New World Order and our one world government and China is the leading government, it is the end for everybody else. If China ever becomes the powerhouse of the world, everybody will be slave to the Chinese. Everybody. They will have a grip on everybody else. They will force us into concentration camps. We'll be doing free labor. We'll basically be slaves to the Chinese. The Chinese are obsessed with power, and this is nothing against Chinese. This is their government, not their people, okay? Chinese people are amazing. But their government, just like any other government, is obsessed with power. But they look at things a little differently. They're communists. They believe the government has ultimately all control. The people can't say anything about the government. They censor anything. And if they become the global leader of the world, it will be illegal anywhere for anybody to say anything about the Chinese government. You will be punished harshly. China will try to use its power to take control of countries and use the citizens of the countries for free labor work. They will put Chinese in top executive positions all around the world, and they will put the rest of the world in a huge debt with the Chinese. They will force everything to go through China, which right now is almost happening already. And that's one thing Trump has been trying to fight against. He's been trying to take China out of having so much control here in the U.S. as far as things that are made. When we stop doing deals with China, China has a lot of control over here in the United States. We just don't know it. They own properties over here. They own certain parts of the United States. But that's a different subject. But if the Chinese do take control, like I said, Americans will be the #1 target for the Chinese to torture. They will have all our government killed off. And they will put Chinese officials in place of the American officials. And they won't do that. That won't just be here in America. They will do it all around the world until every government is controlled by the Chinese. And once the Chinese control every government, that means they are in control of the militaries, they're in control of the nuclear bombs, they're in control of everything. They will have they will put fear in the heart of the people. People will be scared to do or say anything against the Chinese. They will ultimately rule the world if this happens. And that's what happens when your leader becomes a dictator. The Chinese president has become more of a dictator than an actual leader. He got rid of a law which now allows him to be president for more than 2 terms, or 3 terms, or whatever it was. I think they have 10-year terms, I'm not sure, like 2 5-year terms, but he changed that, so now it can be even longer. And he's becoming a dictator. That's what terms are for. Terms stop governments from becoming dictator governments. Once you have a leader for so long, they becomes a family thing. And the next leader is the person's son or whoever. Sort of like North Korea. And speaking of North Korea, if the Chinese take over, they will treat the rest of the world exactly how North Korea treats its citizens, and how they have no access to anything. They're not allowed to do anything. And if you speak out wrongly, you will be killed, or you'll be put in prison for 3 generations of family. I believe. So that'll be you, your kids, and their kids. Some people will be born into slavery. They torture people. That is what our world would be like if the Chinese win the New World Order, the one world government battle. If Russia wins, it won't be as bad as if the Chinese win. Russia will just be very strict, but you'll still so much have your freedom. You won't be put in concentration camps. But the Chinese are obsessed with power, I'm telling you. These government officials over there in China will do anything. And that's why a lot of people are saying they created COVID-19, even though it started there. A lot of people, they feel like they intentionally created it to cripple other governments so it can help them become the global leader of the world and take over when it's time for the new world order, and they decide to pick the one world government president or leader. They're going to try their best to make sure it's the Chinese. This COVID-19 is meant to cripple the citizens of the country and the government. So we'll see how things play out, because you see how China was getting killed by COVID-19. All of a sudden, they just didn't have any more cases. It stopped. They had a vaccine already. This was planned. And they're helped by some American leaders or billionaires like Bill Gates. They helped the Chinese, not knowing that when the Chinese do take power, they're just going to kill them off. The deal's off. Guys, you should be very scared of a one world government, because the issue is nobody will know who will be the ultimate leader. Right now it's the United States, but it could either be United States, Russia, or China. Those are the three head honchos right there. So we'll see how things play out, guys. But I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. Let you know my thoughts on that, on the New World Order and the one world government. It would not be a good thing. Never will it be, but it will happen in the near future. It will happen, trust me. But thanks for the support, guys. Continue to share my videos, and I'll talk to you guys later, all right?